5, 4, 3, 2, 1, June, Season 5, Htwow.
Hey everybody, this is Htwow, high tea with old waver, the other thing that I do. I'm Dave, and with me, as always, is Toby. I'm old waver, he's high tea. Say hello, Toby.
Hello.
And this is the June 2022 edition of the High Tea with Old Waver pod. We're so grateful that you have found us. And before we get to fun story time, including deep behind the curtain insights into the drama at the Ticket in Dallas, we also, and the hot jams. We have hot jams too. We want to let you know about two things. One, check out our sponsor, positivespin.com.
With a Z.
Positive with a Z, spin.com.
Spin regular S.
Yeah. There's no
I'm just
Z.
clearing it
There's
up,
no
man.
Z at the end of
I'm just trying
spin. It's not positive
It's not spin.
spins
It's
with a Z. It's
positive
just
spin.
positivespin.com.
with a
With
Z,
a
then
Z
an S.
instead of the first S,
Yeah, I get
not
it.
the second S.
Yeah.
But go there and find out how you can win the Htwow album of the month, and stay tuned to find out what album that is. Second thing is, oh crap, I forgot to read mailbag on the show. But we'll do that next month.
Okay.
In July, we'll hit the mailbag because we have some new reviews. We have some new emails. If you would like to shoot us an email, htwowpod@gmail.com. But more importantly, if you would like to drop us a 5-star review on the Apple Podcast platform and write some words, we will read it on next month's show. And if it's brilliant and a stream of consciousness masterpiece, and you send me an email at htwowpod@gmail.com, I will find out who you are and I will send you some swag.
Yeah, we'll put it on a shirt or something. What if it's poetic?
I mean, yeah, maybe we'll make a custom shirt out of your review, but probably I will just send you like a pint glass or a t-shirt or whatever you want.
Cool.
I don't know. Like I said in the past, hold me to it. I promise, but don't hold me to it.
It's like it's almost like sometimes when we do it after the after dark, I'm like, he really needs to explain what's happening, because this is the first thing someone's gonna hear, and it's
Right.
just like listen to these dudes.
Yeah, this was recorded after the After Dark. That's why it's so slurry. This disclaimer brought to you by Htwow.
Back to the songs. Shabu shaba.
Shabu, shaba, shabu, shaba,
That's almost more of like a Laverne and Shirley thing.
shabu, shaba,
Lots of F Incorporated.
Well, you know just what you do to me. The way you move, soft and slippery, cuts the line, just like
up.
It's a jam, isn't it?
You know what this thing is? It's Htwow. This is the June 2022 edition of High Tea with Old Waver, episode 59. 59 of these.
It's amazing.
He's High Tea, Toby Pipes. I'm Old Waver, Dave Lane. At Toby Pipes on Twitter, at Old Waver on Twitter. And this is a song swap, and a beer swap. We play songs for each other and we drink beer. And I've already had a couple and already feeling a little slurry.
You getting a little slurry?
A little slurry. And that, of course, was The One Thing by NXS, which is the featured track from our Htwow Album of the Month. Woo! Which you, the listener, can win. Because we give away an album every month thanks to our vinyl sponsor, PositiveSpin.com. Positive with a Z. Mm-hmm. So if you go to PositiveSpin.com and they are prompt in changing the banner at the top, if you click it, it will bring you to an entry page. You just give them an email address and you will have a surprisingly and shockingly good chance to win a copy of NXS Htwow June.
Classic record.
I think I've always said the name of the record wrong.
Well, how are you saying that? Because I just said Htwow June. That's how I've always said it. But I'm not sure if I'm...
Yeah, well, it's Htwow June.
Oh.
It's SHABOOH SHOOBAH. So they like transpose the A and the double O from the first word to the second word. And I don't know how I've been saying it, but I think I've been saying it wrong all my life.
Well, how are you supposed to say it?
Htwow June.
I'm almost positive it's always been Htwow June. But maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe you're saying it right and I'm just overthinking it because it sounds weird to me now that I see how it's spelled. I never paid attention to the spelling.
I can't remember... Because there's not a song that says that.
Yeah, I don't know what it means.
It's just a thing. We'll look that up. We'll see what that is. I don't remember Martha Quinn ever saying the name of the record.
They didn't go through the etymology of Htwow June.
So maybe I'm saying it wrong. Maybe we need to get an Aussie on the horn.
Let's see.
It's probably some animal.
It's like a wallaby cub.
Uh-huh.
Go to be in your face. Go to be.
It says the name Htwow June is an onomatopoeia of a rhythm in the song Spy of Love.
Oh, okay.
So that is creating a word that phonetically resembles or suggests the sound it describes.
Okay, would you like to hear that real quick?
Like tick-tock. Tick-tock is onomatopoeia.
Would you like to hear Spy of Love a little bit?
Yeah, let's see if it sounds like Htwow June.
Hold on, let me turn the bed. I love this song. Okay, I'm not hearing it.
Yeah.
But
I guess they heard it.
it's a really, really good song, though. I love that song. This really is one of those, the whole record. Mm-hmm. Amazing.
Other examples of onomatopoeia are quack
Yes.
and moo and bark.
Mm-hmm.
And rat-a-tat-tat, zoom and bang.
Bang.
So basically, when you come up with a word to describe a sound.
Okay.
So we learned something today. I don't know how much we learned.
We knew that, didn't we?
I don't know. Like if I would have just asked you what is onomatopoeia, unprovoked, unprompted, would you have known what it was? Would you have been able to tell me?
Yeah, I think so. I would get that mixed up right away with what are when letters stand for something.
Oh, acronym?
Yeah, I would have gone, wait, is that but it's not. Because I think it makes me think of people used to use the Batman cartoon examples.
Oh, yeah.
Smack.
The big cartoon whap.
Yeah, whack.
Thwack.
That kind of yeah, thwack. There's never been a band called Thwack.
How do we know there's not?
There might be.
I think onomatopoeia is also the name of the Lost R. Kelly album, but I'm not sure.
That's funny, Dave, because of the P thing.
Yeah, because it's a P joke.
Look right here, Thwack. Would you like to hear what they sound like?
Yeah.
Let's see here. They only have one record. Came out in 2020.
Well, it's taken.
It says, this is the about them. Would you like to hear their long bio?
Yeah, and then we can maybe cut this out if it's horrible.
Drums and drums and drums and drums, exploring the endless excitement of hitting things.
So they're like Blue Man Group, but not successful.
So they are like a thwack.
Uh-huh.
This is called Hangnail, first song. Their longest song is 2 minutes, 22 seconds. Most of them are a minute.
It sounds like a lot of thwacking.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, I'm into it.
Are you? Are you?
Experiments in drums and electric percussion.
So, yes, a reminder. Go to positivespin.com and win a copy of
Thwack.
Shabu Shuba by NXS. As we're talking about sponsor love off the top, as we always do, I did, as a matter of course, because we are coming at you live from Station Studios in College Station, Toby's wonderful home studio.
It's the first time you've been down here in a while, right?
I know, it has been a little bit.
Have you met New Puppy?
No,
This was it.
first time meeting new puppy.
She got excited.
I made her piddle all over the
Yeah,
house.
she got excited and peed when Dave got
Yeah,
here.
I'm a big old brute of a man. Mm-hmm. I intimidate dogs when I first meet them, and then they realize that I'm a softie.
Uh-huh. She loves it. So if there is a random bark in the background, hey.
Yeah, and there's also the low hum of AC because it's 100 outside.
Yeah, so we're just sticking with the AC.
Yeah.
It has
so
to be. I mean,
we're all just going to have to deal with the lack of studio quality sound.
Uh-huh, there is a low hum. But hey.
So sorry. It's white noise. Just,
It's hot, man.
just find the comfort as we are right now with
Hot.
the AC.
Hundreds in Dallas, like here?
Oh, yeah.
Man, it's amazing.
6 digits. No, 3 digits.
For all of our friends and our listeners in Iceland,
Yeah, we're big in Iceland.
it's 100 down here, guys.
But I did, on my way down here, stop by our beer sponsor over in Casa Linda, Far East Dallas, the fine folks at Goodfriend Package. I saw both Josh and Matt.
Did you?
They were both there.
How are they doing?
They're doing great. And they also, I was told that Josh made a big order that they had kind of, post-COVID, kind of had neglected the beer selection in the coolers at Goodfriend Package.
Yeah.
But they've ramped it back up. So they have a brand new selection, and Josh has been busy finding cool new stuff to stock in there. And so the first thing that we are drinking right now is one of the new brews that they have at Goodfriend Package. So you can go there for breakfast or for lunch and grab a sandwich, grab a coffee from Cultivar, And you can also grab beers to go from the cooler. I think they'll let you break sixers and make your own and stuff, or just buy one if you want to try something. But we got a sweet 6-pack of this beer from Avery Brewing out of Boulder, Colorado. Mm-hmm. It's called the Reverend. It's a Belgian-style quad, so it's a 10%er.
Easier to read, this one.
Yeah, it says brewed with Rocky Mountain water, malted barley, imported Belgian specialty malted barley, dark Belgian candy sugar, hops, and Belgian yeast. Dark, decadent, divine.
So it's Belgian style.
Yeah, they really hammer that home. But what Matt told me was that the guys at Avery have made this beer for a long time, but it's only been available in like the special edition Magnum bottles.
Okay.
They've never put it in a can before, so this is the first time that they've canned this bitch.
It's got a picture of a Reverend on the back. Who does that look like to you?
Like a cross between Lee Harvey Oswald and Frankenstein. What does it look like to you?
Doesn't it look like a really worn out David Gilmour?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, he's standing in front of a stained glass window and he's doing prayer hands, but he looks like the creepiest sumbitch you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, to me it looks
he's
really
diddled some kids, for
like
sure.
David Gilmour went crazy. There's also an actor that looks like, and I can't put my finger on it. Maybe I'll think of it in a minute. But still, anyway.
All right, so thank you to Goodfriend. Thank you, Positive Spin.
What do you think of it?
It's good. It's got like when it first hits your nose, it's got the weird banana peel smell. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't have banana peel taste. It definitely feels like a Belgian. Tastes like a Belgian. It's smooth. What do you think?
It's pretty good. It's a 10%er. Do you see that? Did you already say that? Mm-hmm. I need to start listening to you while you're talking.
It's okay. No one does. No one does.
Oh, Dave. It's a good cold beer, and that's what we need when it's 1,000 degrees outside.
Yes. The next one will be easier drinking, as we often do.
I mean, it's only going to ramp up here. You know, it's just going to get hotter.
Yeah.
For June, this is pretty hot.
Yeah. I mean, it begs the question, what's June July, damn it. What are July and August going to be like?
It's going to be hot.
It is.
It's going to be hot.
Are we going to break some records this summer?
I bet so.
Are we going to destroy 1980? What was the really hot summer?
I remember that.
Was it like 2012 or 2007?
Well, there was that, but I remember that one in the 80s that you're talking about that everybody lost.
That's when I moved to Texas from New York. Was in the middle of the hottest summer on record when there was something like 3,500 degree days in a row.
Yeah, that's when you're just like doing some summer soccer camps and everyone's passing out. Speaking of camps, are y'all doing lots of camps? Claire doing lots of camps?
Oh yeah.
Boy, that's a thing. I don't remember that as a kid doing what the kids do now, where it's like... Yeah,
they are programmed. Clara is, for the most part, like a week on, a week off. Mm-hmm. Like she had a theater camp last week. This week she's just chilling, but then next week she's going to the beach with her mom, and then the week after that she's going on a church trip. It's just nonstop.
Is it just because people feel weird about leaving their kids home now?
I guess.
I mean, we used to, like, if my parents would have signed me up for camps all summer that I had to wake up for, I would have been...
Yeah, you would have protested.
I would have been pissed, man. There's no way I would. You do a couple,
but think about what your summers were like. So you watched like game shows and 70s reruns on TV.
A little bit. It was mainly get up, jump on bike, and...
Yeah, mainly jump on your bike and ride around all day, build forts, or go to the pool.
Yeah, exactly.
Whether you had a neighborhood pool or a friend's house had a pool or you had a pool and everybody came to your house.
Yeah, you just wore a suit all day.
Yeah.
Swimsuit
it was
all
just
day.
Yeah, it was just outside playing wiffle ball goofing off, riding bikes in the woods,
Not a lot of shirts.
finding Playboys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now, I mean, if she's not in a camp, she's watching YouTube or playing Roblox.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's not the same.
Yeah, I wouldn't have seen my
So
parents.
I think you have to make them do something active and get out of the house. Otherwise, they would just lay in their bed all day.
It's weird. I mean, I was gone. And I was pissed when I had to come home at like 6.
Right.
I was like, what? Sun's still out.
Yeah, the sun doesn't go down until 9:30.
My guns is out. My buns is out.
Did you go shirt off, or were you a tank top dude?
There was a lot of shirt off.
I can see that. You still go shirt off from time to time.
I'll go shirt off. I will fire a shirt off on you.
I will never do that. I'll never ever do that. Unless I'm actually getting in water. It's not going to happen.
Are we going to go swimming this time?
This time, no. Next time, yes.
Okay.
I am bringing the girl down to party with your girl next month.
Yeah, and that'll be pool the whole time.
And then we also need to figure out either... Maybe we need to talk about this after we get done with the pod.
Uh-huh.
And before the After Dark, by the way.
Are you talking about... Oh, go ahead.
If you want to subscribe to the After Dark, it's the drunken after party of this podcast, and you can go to oldwaver.com and click premium, or go to patreon.com and search Htwow.
So you know I'm pretty much done with the editing of the last After Dark.
Yeah.
Well,
we'll get it out. We'll get it out.
We were tanked. It is. It's a little slurry, Dave.
But we got to talk about August, because August is our big 5th birthday, the 5th birthday of Htwow.
5th!
And we've talked about finally doing a live recording. So we need to talk about if we're actually going to do that, and where we're going to do it, and if we want to have a guest, or if we want it to just be us, or what should we even do?
I don't know. I'm also kind of thinking how to do it.
I know.
Because you know the other thing that would be cool to do, and this just popped in my head, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
If we did it at venue, like at a place, at a bar.
Yes.
There's one way we could do it. Everyone could hear exactly what we're saying, but we could also not bother everyone. You want to know how?
How?
The silent disco thing.
Yeah, everybody brings their Bluetooth headsets.
No, you get the little set. You just rent those. And everyone that wants to listen, listens. That way they can also take a break.
Yeah, I'm done listening
Like
to
I'm
you
done
guys.
with this. But,
This is terrible. I just want to eat my hamburger.
They can also sit really far away, hear the whole thing, while freaking their friends out because of dying of laughter because of our hilarity.
Yes.
You're supposed to agree
yes,
much quicker than that.
There will be, like, did I ever tell you about when I went to a hotel and there was a convention of hearing impaired people?
Why is there a convention of that?
I don't know. They were just, they had they were using one of the ballrooms at the hotel for some organization meeting thing.
Was the microphone really loud?
No. Well, so just you were describing the scene at our silent disco version of Htwow 5th anniversary.
I think it's a great idea.
And so it reminded me when I was hanging out in the lobby of this hotel, and there were all of these people that were there for this convention, hanging out at the bar and in the lobby of this hotel, and they were all signing to one another, and it was deadly silent, and then every once in a while someone would sign a joke and you would just hear out of nowhere. You would just hear uproarious laughter, and you're like, what's so funny? Oh, somebody signed something that was hilarious.
I wonder if there's a thing with signing when you're telling a joke that some people are like, man, that guy's delivery is dynamite.
I know. Did you see how he signed that last part? His timing was impeccable.
Yeah, anybody else, not funny.
Right.
That guy's got it.
Oh, man.
So you mean they weren't just like hearing impaired.
They were deaf.
They were full on.
They were full on deaf people.
I thought you were meaning that they just kind of.
Well, I was just trying to be.
They couldn't hear very well.
I was trying to be politically correct about what they them were.
I thought you were about to say the bar was just really loud because they
No.
were all talking their asses off.
No, they were like yelling 1 foot from each other. No, it was not that.
Okay.
By the way, so in 1980 in North Texas, there were 69 100-degree days.
Nice.
42 of which were consecutive. And then the year that broke it was 2011.
Jeez, we went more than that?
Yeah. So 2011. I can't find a good article that was like after the summer, but anyway, just know that 2011 was hotter than 1980.
Okay.
So
Now, was that just...
maybe we'll crush 2011 this year?
Was that a Dallas thing, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a Dallas thing.
I wasn't there.
You weren't there in 2011?
I was in Baton.
Oh, that's right. But that was a heat wave across the United States in 2011. If you remember.
It's probably hot.
All right, we've diverged well enough to begin the pod. Let's go ahead and get a jam out of the way,
Let's jam something.
because we do have to play 4 songs on this pod. And welcome, by the way, if you are an Htwow newbie. It's usually more entertaining than this. No, but we will talk about, if you are listening to this pod because you're a Ticket P1 and you suddenly realize who I am and that I do a podcast, we will talk about the Hardline and the staffing changes at the Ticket, but we'll do that at the end. So you can either fast forward or you can sit through. But I don't want to make people who don't care about that listen to it until they've heard all the jams.
I can't wait. I have questions.
I know. We haven't talked about
We
it.
haven't discussed. We in radio term, they call that tabling.
No, packaging.
Packaging.
Yes.
In radio terms, we call that packaging.
Uh-huh. That's true. I mean, I am a radio expert, so I understand that you don't understand the lingo, and I'll help you out.
That's what my first question was. Can you table something? I feel like you can table something.
That's more of a business speak. Like, we'll table that and we'll circle back to it.
See? Sort of the same.
Sort of the same.
Not really. But I'm just businessy.
Yeah, you are. You crush a lot of deals these days.
I know. So I'm just kind of in that lingo around the office.
And we do have to talk about the midpoint of the big Deep Blue Something summer tour. And so we'll get some highlights of the first half of that.
Yeah.
But first, I always go first, and I want to play something that has been on my radar for a little while, and I was waiting for the full record to come out so I could cherry pick my favorite jam from the record. The band is called The Smile. Are you familiar with The Smile?
No, I've heard the name, but wasn't there a Dallas band called The Smile?
I think they were just called Smile.
Okay. So this is not them.
No, this is called The Smile.
Somebody sent me a thing the other day from The Smile, but I didn't listen to it.
Okay, so it's Tom York and Johnny Greenwood from Radiohead, and they have formed a trio with drummer Tom Skinner, who is a jazz drummer in a band called Sons of Kemet.
Is it just going to be like a drum beat for the first 5 minutes?
No. It is a surprisingly stripped down and very listenable record. It was produced by Nigel Godrich, who we've talked about plenty on this pod.
Well, they're very good friends. He seems to do a lot of the records.
Yeah. So they worked on this record during COVID-19 lockdown. And of course, lockdown was much more strict in the UK than it was in America. So they had a lot of time on their hands. And so they put this thing together. And in early 2022, they put out a couple of singles. They did kind of a preview show, which was live streamed. And then just last month in May, they released their debut album. It's called A Light for Attracting Attention.
Okay.
And so they've kicked off an international tour. They have just announced a North American tour that we'll talk about after. But the tune that I wanted to play off of the brand new record is kind of a deep cut. There's 13 tracks on the record, and this is track 12. It's called We Don't Know What Tomorrow Brings. It's The Smile on Htwow.
Little drag out there with the synth.
How do you feel about it?
I feel good about it. I'm wondering what the deal is. Like, I always wonder when bands do, like, a couple members of the band do a thing, and is it because the other guys just didn't want to do anything right now? I mean, that could be a Radiohead song.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much every song on the record could be a Radiohead song, but it's not exactly done quite in a Radiohead style, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's synthy.
Not all of it is synthy, but there are some jazzy elements just because of the presence of Tom Skinner. You know, his
See, he's just super jazz guy.
Yeah, so, you know, Tom Skinner did the drums, percussion, some keyboards, and backing vocals. Johnny did, of course, guitars, but he also played a lot of bass on the record and keyboards and stuff. And, you know, Tom did bass and keyboards. It's hard to tell. I mean, it seems like they kind of were just doing whatever they felt like.
Like just sending each other tracks during the COVIDs.
Yeah, well, and I think, I don't know how they actually looped in the drummer, but the initial sessions were just Johnny going over to Tom's house and working on stuff.
And giving each other COVIDs.
Right. So yeah, I think it's definitely worth a listen. It's getting really good reviews. And for people who get turned off by the weirdness of Radiohead and the sometimes deliberate inaccessibility of Radiohead, it's kind of Radiohead light in that it is a little bit more straightforward, even though it's still weird and a little jazzy.
You said that really well when you explained Radiohead.
Yeah.
Deliberately inaccessible? Mm-hmm. I get it because of In Excess. Were you tying that in?
No. Not on purpose. Not on purpose.
That's pretty good what you did. That's because you're a professional radio guy now.
That's true. So they kick off their North American tour in November on November 14th in Providence, Rhode Island. And so then they do a swing through the East Coast, Boston, Brooklyn, New York, Washington. Then they go to Canada, Detroit, Milwaukee, Chicago. And then they end up in Dallas on the 8th of December.
Okay.
So I'm going to have to try to get tickets to that. I'm sure this is going to be a mega hot ticket.
Because
they're playing, they're playing mid-sized rooms.
December. Okay.
So they're playing the Factory in Deep Ellum.
Like, I bet that's I wonder if also it's just like like another Radiohead thing. I don't want to get that machine up and going again right now. Like, this has got to be a little less pressure.
Yeah, I think so. One thing, I don't know if I heard it in relation to The Smile, but just an anecdote that I heard about Johnny Greenwood. Mm-hmm. That, so when he first joined the band, pre-Pablo Honey. Pablo Honey.
This is the guitar player, right? With the black hair?
Yeah.
He wasn't in the band the whole time?
Very early on.
Okay.
So before the first record, but after they were already a band. And so he joined, and initially he was the keyboard player before he started playing guitar. And because, they have two guitarists in proper Radiohead. But he said he was so nervous and he didn't really know what he was doing. So for the first couple months of rehearsals, he never plugged in his keyboard. And no one knew.
They were like, man, that guy's good. He can barely.
He's so tasteful.
He's so tasteful. I can't even. Dude's awesome.
Yeah.
We stole the chunk from him, for Tiffany's.
Oh, yeah. The
Chunk. I did it like as a joke, and we kept it in there.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. That's right, Dave.
That was a 90s thing.
It was a thing.
You got to do the soft, loud chunk.
You got to do the Radiohead chunk from Creep.
That reminds me, Marissa and I were laughing about this Saturday Night Live commercial. Do you remember the commercial for Chonk?
No.
It was like a commercial for a women's clothing line, and so it was all the women like Adie Bryant, like kind of dancing and twirling in her new outfit, and so most all the girls were like on the plus size, and so the VO was like, you're empowered, you're in style, everyone looks at you and sees a real woman. You're chonk.
That could take off. They missed an opportunity.
Yeah,
there.
look up Saturday Night Live Chonk on YouTube and have yourself a laugh.
Let me see if there's a band called Chonk. What are you guessing? Is that with a Q or a O-N-K?
No, just C-H-O-N-K.
Okay.
Chonks.
Did you see who that is?
No.
It's Snarky Puppy.
Okay.
We know all those guys. That's hilarious. They have a song called Chonks. What is that? Oh, there is an artist called Chonk right here.
Okay. Everything's taken.
Chonk. I know. That's why band names are terrible right now. They have. This is some of Chonk's song names: Yellow Snow Cone,
Gross,
Pine Cone, Dry Spell Blues, and Golden Nuggets.
Okay. I think we know what kind of band they are.
You want to hear it?
No. Save it for the after dark.
Chonk. Look right there. Do you see the picture? It's a dude with a rabbit mask on. See it?
Lord.
I bet they're terrible. All right, I'll cut Chonk out.
Don't worry about it.
Chonk it.
All right, so that is song 1 in the books. Before we talk about DBS adventures, I think we should go ahead and kick down your first jam and get some momentum.
Yeah,
in this
I got a show coming up this weekend with it, and it's gonna be hot. I'll tell you about it after this jam.
You were very confident. I asked you when I got here if you had picked your tunes, because sometimes it's a game time decision for you.
Oh, it was really close. I had a couple a minute ago, but right before you got here, but I was like, no, this is the one. But the other one I've had for a while. I'm not even putting it on the list because I don't want you to see it.
Okay.
Taking a chance on the second one, Dave. Taking a chance.
That's always your take a chance.
You might just...
the last one.
You really might just stand up and walk right out of here.
See, I go next to last, and so I always try to bring a banger for next to last, because I know your last tune is either going to be a pleasant surprise or a total turd.
It's a home run.
Okay.
But you might be just like, hey man, you just play another song.
All right. Well, what's first?
Okay, this one. Have you ever heard of a band or a guy called Brothertiger?
No.
Have you ever heard of a band called Downtime?
No. Well, which one is this?
They got together. You know, I like the collab.
Oh, okay.
I like.
Well, who's first bill?
I think it's a Downtime song that
featuring Brothertiger.
Yeah, and I think Brothertiger mixed it. You know, I like that stuff. I think this is the Brothertiger mix.
I know you're such a millennial with your collabs.
I know, man. Dude. This is hot off the presses.
This is another one that just came out tomorrow.
Yeah, and it's weird. Like, she has I think Downtime is two dudes and a chick. What do you always say? Dude and a chick?
Chicken a dude.
Chicken a dude.
Chicken two dudes. We call that an Eiffel Tower.
Her voice is every now and then sneaks into sort of a early Cocteau Twins kind of thing, but also Sunday's kind of weird. It's weird.
Does she layer it?
No, not really. It's just more of a. You just have to listen to it. It's kind of weird. I also need to hear it a few more times to see if I really like it.
What's the name of the tune?
The name of the song is called Hurts Being Alive.
That's true.
I like to keep it upbeat.
That's like me every day I wake up and I try to move my knee and get out of bed. It hurts being alive.
I know. My shoulder hurts right now.
I can't extend my right leg.
Really? I thought you got your knees all shot up again.
Well, I got my joint shot up, so it's not bone on bone anymore. Mm-hmm. But all the muscles and everything around it is all messed up, and so I have like one of those massage guns, and I've been just bruising the hell out of my quads and my hamstrings, my calves, trying to work it all out. But now, like, it's the whatever tendons and stuff in the back of my knee, it just feels like everything's swollen, like it's about to pop.
How are you going to jump trash cans?
I don't know.
With that going on, you're not going to be able to pump that Kuahara.
Pump that mongoose? I'm definitely not going to stick the landing. It reminds me.
There's no way you're going to get that red line on the back wheel.
It reminds me, I don't watch a ton of South Park, but I happened to watch one the other day, like right before bed. I just turned it on, and I don't know if you remember the one. It was the episode where Mr. Garrison undergoes the sex change.
Mr. Garrison. Yeah.
And I mean, there's just so much wild ass shit in this episode where he, he's so excited to get his balls chopped off.
I know that's an old one. That's
Yeah, it's
from
an
a
old
long,
one.
long time. I remember that one.
Yeah,
I haven't probably seen it. I
He
haven't
gets
seen
his balls chopped off and his penis inverted into a vagina.
it. Yeah,
And then
you do.
And then he's going to bars and talking to other women about their periods and how he can't wait to use a tampon and anyway. And so the
Not sure it works like that.
the plastic surgeon that performed it used Mr. Garrison's balls in a surgery to make turn Kyle into a basketball player. So he makes Kyle tall and black, and part of the operation was inserting Mr. Garrison's balls into Kyle's knees. And then so he's like in this, McDonald's All-Star game for high school kids or, whatever, under 17 basketball players. And then they, all the kids find out that that the surgery was purely cosmetic, and that if he tries to dunk, that the balls in his knees will explode. And of course that happens, and like his legs fall off at the knees. But that's what my knee feels like. It feels
I
like
was just about to say, why are we talking about
my knee feels like there is a ball.
Mr. Garrison's balls?
One
in
of
it?
Mr. Garrison's testicles in my knee, and it's about to explode at any minute.
Why does that make you taller?
I don't know. I don't know. Why does anything happen on South Park? Anyway.
I love it. Oh, man.
All right, so Downtime featuring Brothertiger.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of Brothertiger?
No.
Oh, that's right.
This is all new.
Yeah. I have,
Because, again, you don't listen to me.
I have some trivia about Brothertiger. See, because the thing is, I found this song because I was on Brothertiger's page.
Okay.
You know how I do.
Yeah.
But I like this of the Brothertiger stuff.
You're just in here shirt off.
Yeah.
Going through You May Also Like. I get it.
I'm just burning. It's 1,000 degrees.
I know. Man, your AC is trying to keep up. It's really trying.
I know. All right. So, yeah, you want to hear this song? It's pretty good.
Hurts Being Alive.
Hurts Being Alive by Downtown and Brothertiger.
Downtime.
Downtime. Here we go.
Tell me again
I see what you're saying. That, yeah, when she kind of has the soaring lines, it does kind of get into Elizabeth Fraser.
Yeah, like an
Harriet
early
Wheeler.
version.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's sort of it's also like a Everything But the Girl kind of thing.
Yeah, I like the chimey guitar thing.
Mm-hmm. They're from Denver.
Really?
Yeah, I think Brothertiger is like I want to say New York, Brooklyn guy.
Okay. And so he just mixed that?
No, I don't know.
Or did he contribute?
I think he contributed to it because it does say Brothertiger mix, but they're both listed on his page and their page. They're together on the song, so he must have done something with. It seems like he does that a lot.
So how established is Downtime? How many releases does she have?
Well, it's definitely banned. It's these three.
Okay, yeah.
And so, let's see.
Chicken Two Dudes.
Chicken Two Dudes. It looks like they kind of. Let's see the discography here.
Oh, that's the title track of the record, huh? Hurts Being Alive?
I think that might have been just the single. The EP is Good Luck. 2 singles. Oh, yeah, you're right. The album is Hurts Being Alive. Maybe they have a version of it, and then this is the...
Okay. So
yeah, that's right. Look, there's a Downtime one, and then there's a Downtime Brothertiger. So
when did the actual record come out? Was it this year or last year?
record was 2020.
Okay.
The single, I think it should be new. Yeah, 2022. So he I don't know. I guess they couldn't do anything during COVID, and then he put a mix on there. I don't get the kids.
Yeah.
Their collabs. I don't know what's going on, Dave, but I like it.
I do like it. I was not expecting to like it, just because of the word salad of the people involved.
Right.
But yeah, that's good.
I want you to listen to some Brothertiger. I almost played one of his, but I like this better. But he did at one point an entire cover album of songs from the Big Chair.
Whoa.
The whole album.
Really?
Yeah.
Like reimaginations of those, or faithful?
I don't know. If you look at his bio, he's this guy.
Okay.
He's this dude.
He looks kind of like the East Coast goth babe.
Yeah, and it looks like, he got, found on MySpace, like in 2009 or something. But anyway, it says right here, he did a Tears for Fears cover album. Brothertiger plays songs from the Big Chair.
By the way, that Tears for Fears show,
wasn't it amazing?
one of the top 10 best shows of my life, I think.
Yeah, that I hate that I missed that. He looked everyone's there were a lot of posts from the Dallas show. Mm-hmm. They looked so happy.
Yeah.
Like they were just having the best time. Mm-hmm. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's good when band is looking like they like what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, Kurt looks the same. Mm-hmm. Roland looks insane, but great at the same time.
Yeah, I'm starting to like his wizard look.
Yeah. Well, and just the fact that he is smiling and, like you said, having a great time, because he was always the sour one.
And he looked intense all the time. Like you were just like, hey, man, I know your songs are good, but take it easy.
Yeah. Anyway, not to digress too far into Tears for Fears, but
pretty cool.
Dude.
Little Brothertiger tie-in to Tears for Fears.
Yeah. And if you were at that show, or if you have caught them on tour, they can still bring it.
That's great.
All right. It's time for beer number 2. This one, another hand-picked, added to the cooler by Josh and curated by Matt just for us. This is from Bell's Brewery. Okay. Bell's is out of Michigan. You remember we've had that Two-Hearted Ale? Yeah. The one with the trout or whatever
that's
on the bottle.
That's my buddy Bill's favorite beer from down here.
Yeah, so this is, I don't know if this is new, but it's a Bohemian Pilsner called Lager of the Lakes.
Okay.
Are you into this?
Well, let's see. I like the colors, if that means anything.
Yeah, it's kind of got a little bit of a baby blue.
Yeah, I would... I like the look of this can better than the Two Hearted thing.
Yeah, the Two Hearted is an ugly can. Or bottle. Mm-hmm. I'm pouring this in a glass. I want to look at the golden color. I want to look at the head.
I like to see the hue and worry about the terroir.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Little cloudy, not too cloudy.
Yeah, it looks a little lighter than the last one. Is it? Did you already tell me what it was again?
No, you did not listen to me this time.
Okay. You got silver writing on light blue.
Yeah, that's going to be impossible for me to read.
Okay. It is...
It looks like 5%.
It's Michigan. Yep, 5.0%.
Yeah, so easy drinking.
It says in Puerto Rico, do not litter.
So anywhere else?
Anywhere
else you can litter, just not in Puerto Rico.
Also, they're throwing a shelf life on here. How long if you're going to guess it?
Oh, I saw it. What, 3 months?
Yeah.
Is that what it said?
Did beers always do that?
Do they have the born on date?
No, I've seen born on date. I've just never seen it actually spelled out as shelf life. But that's okay. That's almost like best before whatever.
I poured it with too much of a head, so it's... I need a second. Hold on.
It's also dumb to say that it has a shelf life of 3 months, but they don't say when it hit the shelf. I'm looking.
I like that. You know, sometimes we get, especially after you drink something strong like a Belgian or a stout or something,
right?
And then you switch to a lager, it can kind of taste like a corn cob.
Right.
But this one, it does have a little bit of that like malty bite, but it's not over the top. It's very refreshing.
Yeah, it'll take a second, but we're gonna sink into it.
Okay, before my next jam, I wanted to, because we have not seen each other in so long.
It's been a while.
I feel like. And so I wanted to get the rundown of leg 1 of DBS Summer 2020.
Yeah,
2022.
Because we're doing a bunch of these shows mainly with Sister Hazel Everclear. Wild mix.
Yeah. I saw Dale the other day.
Yeah.
And Dale said that the Sister Hazel guys were just the sweetest, peachiest dudes ever, and that the Everclear guys were LA douchebags. I don't know if you can confirm or deny.
Here's my thing about that. They might come off that way, but I don't know yet. When we were in Colorado in Estes Park at the Stanley Hotel, The Shining but mainly Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, yeah. So tell me the stops before you get into that.
So that's it. 2 nights in Colorado, 1 night in South Dakota.
Right. And so, yeah, it was at the Stanley Hotel, which is the locale for The Shining and also Dumb and Dumber.
Locale for the writing of The Shining, right? Or the filming too? I don't know. I got so many mixed stories about The Shining thing, like from everybody.
Did they have the hedge maze out front?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's where supposedly he was writing and went insane. Jack Nicholson's character.
Yeah, but it said maze installed in like 2000. Maybe a redo of the maze was in 2000. It doesn't matter. A really old hotel.
Yeah.
I mean, we stayed in a townhouse that the Stanley Hotel owned down the way, which was a good thing because there's no air conditioning at the Stanley Hotel.
Oh my God. Well, it is in South Dakota.
No, it's in Colorado.
Oh, I'm getting confused.
Estes Park, Colorado.
Oh,
2 nights.
I'm so insane now.
And then Deadwood was like a summer festival thing.
Okay, and so in Dumb and Dumber, they were saying that it was in Aspen or something, right?
Yeah, but Aspen wouldn't let him film there. But when he comes up, with the David Lee Roth boots and he's going up the stairs. That's it. Or when he sees the thing
The moon landing?
That thing is still there. Like
Okay.
the bar looks exactly the same as that.
So that was really in the bar.
A lot of people were taking pictures by the moon landing thing.
Man lands on moon.
And supposedly he made that up in the thing. Like that wasn't in the
He ad-libbed
movie.
it. Like
he just looked at it and stopped and said it.
What?
Okay, so here's the story about Jim Carrey. When he got to the Stanley Hotel when they were filming, he requested the room that they wrote The Shining in.
Okay.
That is it's in the movie. It's the number is not the actual room, so he wanted the room. This is what the story is that he went down to the front desk in his boxers. He lasted about 4 hours in there. Went down there, told them he's got to get out of there, and they booked him a room like closer to downtown. And for the rest of the shooting, he wouldn't go in the hotel unless one of the scenes was being shot, and the rest of the time he stood out front.
So that's the legend?
That's what they said happened. And there's supposedly a bunch of people that are during the filming.
So
like,
it really is supposed to be a haunted hotel.
Yeah, but and a lot of it is the haunting stuff has nothing to do with The Shining. The hotel was supposed to be haunted the whole time. Mm-hmm. But the venue looks awesome because it's super old and weird.
Yeah, the venue was like, what capacity?
It was like, so the Kessler is how much?
Kessler, I would guess maybe 500 to 700.
Okay, this one's about a 500 then.
Okay.
But it's really old and a straight shot balcony, but maybe only a 3-row balcony. Mm-hmm. But one of those kind of stages that you can tell, and then all the dressing rooms, huge dressing rooms downstairs, like old-timey, back then people
like
had
vaudeville.
Exactly, and there's like a drop in the stage and like all the real stuff. So it was really cool. It was a cool venue, and the our crowd and the Sister Hazel crowd, it fits. Like everyone really liked each other's band.
And they're gonna figure out
but they definitely have they never really stopped playing like we did, so they have a full fan base.
Okay. They never quote unquote broke up or took a hiatus or anything.
I don't think so. I think one of the singers stopped for a little bit, and then they're all back in it now.
Okay. Where are they from?
Georgia, I think. But I think they all started out of like maybe Florida State.
Okay.
I think they started out of Florida school.
Okay.
But they're Georgia guys. But the Everclear guys, they probably were on a long plane flight. It's kind of sprinkling rain the whole time we're setting up.
Did they not play the Colorado shows, just the...
They just did the Deadwood shows. And Deadwood's one of those towns that it's like a mining town. Their big thing everywhere was that every building used to be a brothel.
Okay.
One of those.
Right. Guys finished their shift at the mine and took their shilling and went straight to the brothel.
Yeah, and got their shilling on. But now, a lot of casino, kind of like a lot of slot machines.
Okay. They went from slots to slot machines.
But there is, so right in the middle of town, there's like this little park that looks like it's set up for shows and stuff. But I should have
said slits to slots.
I know.
Can we do that over?
Yeah, 3, 2, 1.
They went from slits to slots.
Yeah.
All right,
that's too much, the delivery.
All right, never mind.
So they set up this cool thing, and we lucked out. Like it rained up to right when we started. Stopped raining. Everyone came out there. Right when we finished, started raining again.
So it rained. Were you the sandwich band?
No, we were. It was just the 3. Like the night before was like Hank Williams Jr. played. And
so this is a festival, like a weekend thing.
It's a weekend thing. It was for some reason, I don't know. I probably should have looked at the posters, but it was cool, easy peasy.
But it rained during Sister Hazel and Everclear?
We didn't get to see him. We had to roll. Because
Oh.
we had to get people to the airport in Denver like the next morning. So we had to sleep in Wyoming.
So you never even saw the Everclear dudes?
I saw them during sound check, but there wouldn't have been a hangout time.
Right.
So they could
But you have further dates with them this summer?
This weekend.
Okay.
Which it'll be dated because by the time this comes out. But so we play a casino in Oklahoma with them Saturday. And then the big Dallas show, the one that all the bands are playing at Grand Prairie, whatever that venue's called.
Oh, is it Texas Trust Theater now or something?
I don't know. Every time I've asked somebody, no one knows what
I know. They change the name every year. But the place by the horse track.
It used to be like a Nokia.
Yeah, Nokia, Verizon
thing. Yeah, anyway, whatever. Anyway, there's a lot of the bands are playing that one. And then there'll be a few more after that. We play with, and then we go to the Abilene Zoo.
What?
Yeah, but that's just with Sister Hazel and stuff. But yeah, it's
that's like a Spinal Tap show. Like, are you after Puppet Show?
I know, but I guarantee you, of all of them, that will be the best one. You know it will.
Uh-huh.
But they're just easy peasy shows, and can't beat it.
Yeah.
Pay for 40 minutes and hit the road.
Yeah. What's that guarantee? Okay, yeah, we're in.
Yeah, we're in. I'm playing the one in Norman and telling the Sister Hazel dudes, hey, man, and later, out. I think right now Everclear's doing the tour with Fastball and the Nixons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably a better fit, though, for Everclear.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Not Fastball, but maybe the Nixons.
Yeah. Well, that's fun. And so,
it is fun. We're just doing stuff.
Yeah. All right. Now it's time for my second jam. And as I said before...
took a long, long time.
That I go for the banger. I know you're batting cleanup, but when you're batting third, you want to set the table for the cleanup hitter.
Well, you're not taking a big chance here, Dave.
No. So, because you are running the audio over there, I had to tell you what I'm playing. But I was going to ask you, if you did not already know, I was going to set it up by saying, what is one of our favorite bands of the last 20 years that we haven't heard from in a while? And the answer to that question is Phoenix. Phoenix has not really done anything since 2017. Their last record was Te Amo. Mm-hmm. And they did do some music for a film in 2020 of Identical. So Thomas Mars, the singer for Phoenix, is married to Sofia Coppola. Mm-hmm. And so
we played that, didn't we? I want to say Mike Reiner had something.
Yeah, I think we did. We may have.
Maybe an After Dark of the Mike Reiner.
Yeah. But so there was a 2020 Sofia Coppola film called On the Rocks. And I guess it was... was it a Bill Murray thing? I think it was. But so it featured a Phoenix jam called Identical that I think we played at some point on the pod or on the After Dark. But so it's been a while. It's been 2 years. It's been 5 years since they did a proper album. They have not released a proper album, but they have released the first tune from a forthcoming record. And it is a hot jam. And it's funny, I listened to this in the car with my daughter, because she is now 12 and a half. Mm-hmm. And so she's definitely starting to develop her own musical taste, and she's definitely into kind of bedroom pop. Yeah. She's a very, very much an indie girl. Nothing to do with me. I did not steer her in any direction. I mean, we used to listen to Kiss FM going on the way to school, but she definitely has her Spotify wormholes that she goes down.
Yeah, she's got a thing.
But I played her this jam, and it's funny when I play stuff for her, the way I think about it in terms that she will understand. I will say, I can picture this part being a TikTok.
Oh, okay.
I can picture this part being a viral TikTok thing.
And it probably will be.
And so there are definitely a couple of parts of this song that I could definitely see taking off. I don't know if they will, and I'm not saying that that's what they're aiming for. But it is a super hot jam, and it makes me very excited for whatever they're going to do next. And they're actually doing a tour. I was combing through the dates trying to figure out when and where I might be able to see them, because I haven't seen them but maybe one time, and it was years and years and years ago.
Well, remember this is how long they've been around. Remember, we kept saying the best Saturday Night Live performance was probably Phoenix.
Yeah.
Because usually people don't sound that great on Saturday Night Live. But that was at the house you were renting from Gordon.
Yeah, that was, gosh, what year was that?
That's a long time ago.
It was 2009.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they did, it was April 4th of 2009. It was right after Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart came out, so they did 1901 and Listomania on Saturday Night Live, and both of them were fantastic.
Yeah, it was banging.
And their drummer was just playing out of his mind.
Yeah,
I don't even know if that same dude is in the band anymore. He was
like Philip Thomas.
I don't know.
Like, I forget his name, but he's really good. Because isn't the singer like sort of like a drummer guy?
I don't know.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. But this is good. So Pace just wandered in here.
Uh-huh.
So never heard this song.
Okay.
So we're gonna get a young review as well.
Okay. Well, this is called Alpha Zulu. It is brand new by Phoenix on Htwow. That's a hot one, isn't it?
It's really good.
And, you know, it's pure pop, but then they make it weird at the end.
Yeah, they have that weird little guitar bendy jam.
Yeah.
Pace, what did you think of that?
It was kind of weird.
Are you gonna choreograph a TikTok to it tonight?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, did you like it or?
I liked it. It's just some parts were, like, I really liked how they said hallelujah. I thought that was really funny.
Hallelujah.
The ending was kind of weird, though. But I liked it. So.
Okay, so you're giving it a 2 thumbs up.
I'm giving it a 2 thumbs up, but a 1 out of 10, probably like an 8, 9. No, a 9.
Okay, that's pretty
That's
good.
solid.
8.5.
That's real good.
That's pretty good. Man, those guys, I like how they don't take themselves too seriously.
Yeah.
'Cause they really could when
They
you're-
know who they are, and they...
I mean, they're super cool looking. If you're married to... I mean, they really could be over the top. But
Yeah.
instead, they just kind of take it easy. It's nice. They could be exhausting.
Yeah. So they are kicking off their North American tour September 6th. That's hard. September 6th in St. Paul, Minnesota.
So are you saying that they're not coming to Dallas, or what do you mean?
They're not coming to Dallas. The closest they are coming to Dallas in October 14th through 16th. They have not nailed down which day, but they are playing Austin City Limits Festival.
Beating.
I know. So maybe if they play on Saturday, maybe I will go. I mean,
I'm going to need an indoor venue.
yeah. Well, and so I was looking at like other dates. Like they're playing a festival. There's a festival called the Format Festival in Bentonville, Arkansas. It has a really great lineup. It's weird, but it's the weekend of September 23rd.
Where is Bentonville?
That's the where Walmart's headquarters.
So what?
The only reason Bentonville is on the map is because Walmart is a $1 billion corporation.
Okay. So is he bringing them in?
No, but I guess they're trying to foster the arts in Bentonville. It is kind of like a, I guess it's like the Austin of Arkansas.
Mm-hmm. What if he's just like a huge Sam? What's his name?
Sam Walton's a huge Phoenix fan.
He's just like really into Phoenix.
I'm not going to bankroll this Format Festival unless you book Phoenix. Yeah, like War on Drugs is another headliner at that festival.
Okay.
Yeah, the other date that I was looking at that my wife immediately shot down was in Nashville on September 19th. They're playing Ryman Auditorium. I don't know if you've ever been there or played there.
Yeah, why'd she shoot that down?
Well, because it's a Monday, and she didn't want to burn vacation and then come back on Tuesday. And
That'd be a good place
I
to see
know
him.
that. I was looking for where can I see them, because they're playing Radio City in New York, but it's on the 9th of September. So I really wanted to see them in a more intimate venue than a festival, but given my new work schedule and other schedules, child schedules, etc., I just don't know that I will be able to see them if not at ACL.
Okay, you want me to play my next jam?
Yeah, let's play your next jam, and then when we come back from this jam, then you can ask me all the questions about the ticket.
If you don't just get in your car and leave.
No, I'm not leaving.
Okay,
I'm not going anywhere.
we'll see.
I will give you all the dirt.
No, I mean because of the next song I'm going to play.
Oh.
Just get ready. Just get ready.
Oh,
What? Pace, don't say anything.
All right. So,
Okay,
you've been packaging this, to use the radio term that you are not familiar with.
called tabling.
Yes, you've been tabling this for the entire episode. Mm-hmm. You did not want me to know because you're afraid that the moment that you tell me, I am going to walk out and protest.
Yeah, but sometimes in life, Dave, you just like say we're fans of Dua Lipa, and I don't care what anyone says.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Is this Charlie XCX?
No, but
Have you listened to that?
I'm just saying, yeah,
That's pretty good.
it's pretty good. I'm just saying sometimes you just like stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
And I really enjoy this, and it's been played a lot in this house. So I was like,
Is it Harry Styles?
I'm on the roof, you're in your airplane seat. I was
nose bleeding, looking for life out there, reading your horoscope. You were just doing coke in my kitchen. You never listen. I hope you're missing me by now. If I was a bluebird, I would fly to you. You'd be the spoon, dip you in honey, so I could be sticking to you. Daylight, you got me crushing the daylight. Daylight, you got me crushing the daylight. Daylight, you got me calling at all times. Ain't gonna sleep till the daylight. Out of New York, I'm on the coming down speed. We're on bicycles, saying there's life out there. You got the antidote. I'll take one to go, please. Get the picture, cut out my middle. You ain't got time for me right now. If I was a bluebird, I would fly to you. You'd be the spoon, dip you in honey, so I could be sticking to you. Daylight, you got me calling at all times. Ain't gonna sleep till the daylight. Daylight, you got me crushing the daylight. Daylight, you got me crushing the daylight. Daylight, you got me calling at all times. Ain't gonna sleep till the daylight. If I was a bluebird, I would fly to you. You'd be the spoon, dip you in honey, so I could be sticking to you.
Are you sure you didn't play Krumar on that?
I'm not sure.
That totally sounds like you.
I know. How do you feel about
I've
that?
not heard that. I've heard only the radio jams from the record. I don't have a hatred of Harry Styles, contrary to your prejudice of me.
I just thought that you'd be like, man, shouldn't we just keep it cool?
But that was pretty cool.
It's really cool. You want to know how I came across this?
How?
James Corden.
Carpool karaoke, your favorite?
No, I don't know. They're in New York. You know, they mentioned it in the song. I think they're in Brooklyn. They get out of a car and just go door to door and start knocking on doors and asking people if they could film a video. And then they end up these 4 girls' apartment. One girl answers, another girl comes over there because it's James Corden, and they're hiding Harry, like in the hallway, like he's face up. And the guy has a really good sense of humor about the whole thing. And then he's like, hey, can I film like a video in your apartment? And they're like, yeah. And he goes, it's for an art, like for a song. And they're like, cool. And he just grabs Harry Styles and they just lose it, right? And they tell him to get up their friends to come over. He films a whole video there in the afternoon, and the video's perfect.
Really?
It's amazing.
I can't wait to see that.
But the girl, they go into the girls' room, like the third, like this tall one. She has Harry Styles stuff everywhere, even like a Harry Potter picture with Harry Styles' face on it. And James Corden just starts collecting it. And he's like, "Oh my God, you're gonna kill him!" And she's like, "I love him. Everything I have is like." She's got books and all kinds of stuff.
Was he wearing a blouse?
No, he's wearing just like a t-shirt and jeans. It's weird.
He wears, I've seen some of the, I guess maybe it was Coachella or whatever the most recent festival he played. His thing lately is the really, really high-waisted pants.
Yeah, the kind of suit pants
Like
that are
the
like super
1940s
high.
suit pants?
Like zoot. Kind of, what do you call them?
Zoot suit. Yeah, that's like a 20s thing.
Yeah, this one he's just dude in jeans and a shirt, but he stays there. By the end, when you watch it, like they bring all their friends over, and there's like a party scene at the end, and it's wild. It's awesome. We're gonna watch it later.
Okay, I can't wait.
But so you don't hear the song during the whole making of the video, and then right at the end they play the video, and I was like, "This is good. It's a really good song."
That's a good song. So have you listened to the entire record? Do you have an opinion on the entire record?
Oh yeah, I listened to the whole. It's amazing.
Is it really good?
Me and the Pacer are definitely going to see Harry Styles when it comes through.
Oh, man.
I didn't like that last tour he did one of those. What do you think about when they do the stage in the round thing? You know, when it's like a stage in the middle and they go around.
I mean, the only one that I've ever seen like that was the Beastie Boys, and it was amazing.
Well, they can do that.
Yeah.
Because they have so much. I don't know. I like band.
At the end of the
I like
hall.
them to be, and
Yeah.
I want to see light show. I don't want to see people behind my band. I want them to be over there, and we're all watching.
That does limit the amount of presentation that you can do.
And I also think when you're just singer guy, it's just one, like the Beastie Boys, they all three could be all over the place all the time.
Yeah.
If the singer person is over there and then feels like they need to be back over, it just seems like a lot of work.
Well, at the Beastie Boys show, the stage rotated. So, like, they would be
so
playing.
they're running and it's rotating.
Yeah, so they would be, they would bust into Sabotage, and then the stage would just start to rotate, and so everybody's losing their minds.
God, they were so good.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, Harry Styles, dude. I did not think you were going to guess that before.
No, because you were talking about Dua Lipa, and then you said it wasn't Charlie XCX.
So he's the next one up.
Yeah, that was the next thing that popped into my head of what is the most pop thing in the world.
And it's brand new. It's
that's brand new that Toby would go they them over. And that was it.
That's it. You should listen to the record.
Yeah, I mean,
there's of course like 2 or 3 songs that you're like, we don't need this one, but whatever. But also his songs are really short.
I really don't even know of the singles that I've heard on Kiss FM with my kid in the car.
I don't like the one that was from the watermelon sugar.
Yeah. Okay, so I know that one. And there's like another one that I know, but I don't know the rest of the record. I've never listened to it, so I need to check it out.
No, I don't know, Pace. Something.
Watermelon sugar high.
I don't know. I just don't like it that much.
Yeah.
But I like it.
Okay, you can talk about it on your pod.
Yeah, I like things off of that record, but for some reason, I don't know why that one was the tune that everyone liked so much.
That's a good tune. Oh, you're talking about Watermelon Sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it was because it was the first one out of the gate.
Maybe. Anyway, new record's good. Check it out. It's called no, it's
Harry's House.
Harry's House. That's right.
Yeah. It's kind of like Lionel Richie dancing on the ceiling. Like he's standing on the ceiling and he's like, "What am I doing on the ceiling?"
Wow, how am I? Wait, am I on the ceiling or is the ceiling on the floor? Crazy, man.
Whoa, bro.
Anyway, all right, Dave. Let's get into why we're really here.
Yeah.
I mean,
Secret behind the scenes.
why this is probably the last Htwow broadcast.
No.
Oh,
I am happy to announce that Htwow is not affected at all by my new employment at the ticket.
you're sure?
Yes. That was my number one demand. I slammed my fist on the table and I said, I will not stop doing Htwow with Toby.
Well, what's going on, Dave? You have news.
Yeah, so, well, I mean, in a nutshell, everybody who is a P1 knows, but if you do not listen to the ticket, if you don't live in Dallas, if you don't know who I am outside of this pod, I have been a long time fill-in host at the ticket. I have a long history with the ticket, the sports radio station in Dallas. It was my first job out of college. I worked on the Hardline in the late 90s. I did a Saturday show with Gordon. I did a Saturday show with Danny. So I've been around the ticket for a long time, and I never really thought that I would ever get back on a full-time basis, but things just kind of happened. And 2 members of the station left in quick succession. First, my old orphanage co-host Danny, after a 25-year run as producer of the Hardline, decided that he just didn't want to do it anymore. And I don't want to speak for him.
We'll let him. He's due to come on here. He's supposed to.
I mean,
so
maybe he can be our 5th anniversary guest.
Yep. Maybe that's maybe.
But he's been on Ryan's podcast. He's been on Gordon's Twitch.
I'm sure he's explained it all.
He talked about it at length on the Hardline. That he was burned out. After Mike Reiner left 2 years ago, it was never the same for him. He also kind of felt like he got stiffed in that change, that he should have been recognized for his contributions, and he wasn't. And,
I get all that.
Yeah,
it's a weird business. Because
it is a weird business, and
because it's not upper management. They have to. I mean, if someone's doing they want them to stay where they are, because Danny was really good at that.
Yeah.
So being producer they were probably doing whatever they could to keep him there.
Yeah, and I think they made him an offer that he refused because it just wasn't good enough.
Right.
And same thing with Mike Soroy, who, within a week and a half of Danny announcing that he was leaving, Mike Soroy announced that he was quitting as well. He was the producer of the midday show, The Normandy Invasion, with Norm Hitzges and Donovan Lewis.
The Danny one was not a surprise for me. The Mike Soroy thing was a crazy surprise.
Yeah.
I was not. He never seemed to be leaning that way in any way.
Yeah, I think I mean, really, the way I described it to someone is that both Danny and Mike reached the end of their rope at the exact same time. That they were trapped by the producer tag. I mean, if you're a producer, you want to move up, you want to be a show host. But when you are already an employee of the station and you have the title of producer
and good at what you do,
then you don't have any leverage, and they have no reason to move you up.
You're already on the air.
Yeah, you're already on the air. Why do they want to change your title and pay you more when they can get the same thing? Like Danny said, getting a large pizza for a medium price.
Right. Well, the main thing, the start of it, I think, was Julie. I think the station really needs Julie.
Yeah.
I mean, she is really funny.
Yeah.
And she's a girl. The station needs girl.
Yeah.
And how cool is it that there's a girl that knows everything about hockey, and she has an inside thing with the Stars? I don't know.
Yeah.
To me, that was the start of it when she cruised, just because she wasn't going to take...
I mean, I think the first domino was Mike Reiner leaving, because that set so many things in motion.
Yeah.
Bob moving and breaking up the midday show and all of that. And then, yes, the next kind of touch point was Julie deciding that what she was being paid to be a midday ticker person was not enough
for her to be away from her kids.
To be away from her kids, for her to have to pay for childcare and miss all these moments with her kids.
It was probably just even breaking even on that.
Yeah.
She was like, well, if I'm just spending my money I'm getting paid for someone to be with my kids, I would rather be with,
Yeah.
It all makes sense, but it's also like, it stinks, but they needed to do this. This is like, I'm really happy for you, because everyone has wanted this for a long time, but I really think the station needed this.
Well, from my perspective, like I said, I never thought it would ever happen. And the only reason it happened is because two guys who are my good friends decided to leave at the exact same time. Because the ticket suddenly had this PR nightmare of two very popular personalities leaving in the course of 2 weeks. They needed to do something. And so when I heard from Danny, or when when there was an internal memo.
Right.
There was an internal memo that went out that announced Danny's departure, and it was maybe a week before he announced it on the air, because he announced it, I think, on a Wednesday, and then Friday was his last day. And so after the internal memo went out, I reached out to Danny. I texted him and just wanted to see if he was okay and where his head was at. Like if he was like really bitter or like really at peace with this. And
Yeah, I still haven't sent him anything because I don't know. I just kind of want to stay out of his way for a bit.
Yeah, well, there was a big going away party this past weekend for Mike and Danny, and afterwards, Marissa said that that's the happiest I've seen Danny in a long time. That he just looked like, a 10,000 pound weight was lifted off his shoulders.
Yeah, I mean, it's every day,
Yeah.
all day. Like, even though they're only there from 3 to, producer, they book all the stuff and do everything. It's a thing. I mean, it never ends.
So I texted him when I found out, and I was not fishing for information. I really did not have any interest in replacing Danny because, I'm about to turn 50. I don't want to be a producer. I don't need to be a producer. David Mino, who got the producer job, deserves it.
Yeah,
And
it was his time.
I didn't want to cock block Mino.
And he's been sitting next to Danny forever. He knows exactly what to do.
Yeah, he's been running the board, and it's his time. And so, I told my wife that I was like, I don't really want to be involved in this whole thing because that position is not what I'm interested in. And she advised me, well, just wait and see and just see how it shakes out. And so, I just basically just took a wait and see attitude. I didn't reach out to anyone other than Danny. And, and Danny asked me, like, are you interested? And I brushed it aside. I said, no, I'm not, I'm not reaching out. I'm not talking to anybody. Well, then week later, I get an email from Kat that says, hey, do you want to have a meeting and discuss the opening? And so based on my wife's advice, I said, yeah, well, we can at least talk. Then after that, then I heard from Corby, and he gave me the hard sell. I talked to Gordon. I talked to Soroy. I learned about Soroy's plans. I talked to Bob, learned that Bob was on board. And basically what I told Corby and Bob before I went to go talk to Kat was, I would love to work with you guys, but I am not interested in being a producer. I will try and sell Kat on bringing me on as a third host and elevating Mino or bringing somebody in to be producer, but I don't see how the math works, and I don't see that ever happening. So I think it's kind of a moot point. I was like, I'm going to at least bring up the idea, but I have like a 5% belief that it will ever happen.
Well, Corby's thing the whole time, wasn't it, that he wants to be on a show with 3 hosts? That's how he started. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's been the ticket formula because the Musers still are a 3-man show.
yeah, it just works better for him.
Middays were Bob, Dan, and Donovan.
And it's just not all on each other. It's just, you need the 3.
Yeah, Corby was the third man with Mike and Greg.
Yeah, it's every now and then, it can't always be up to just one person to bring the funny.
Yeah.
Or to be the sports guy, or to be the whatever, because then it's just, well, then now I'm always having to be this guy.
And even Bob, because a lot of people think of Bob as the, the big sports brain and the guy who only wants to talk sports and doesn't want to have fun.
He does have fun. He has a.
And
I don't see it like that.
when I talk to him, but there are people that believe that.
I totally get it. Yeah.
And when I talk to him, and I brought up this idea, he immediately latched onto it, and he said that the thing that he loved best about Bad Radio and the thing that he missed on the previous, or I guess the current edition of the Hardline, was there wasn't enough fun, and it wasn't a bunch of guys sitting around talking. It didn't feel... It
like
didn't
a
have
group of dudes.
It didn't have the natural flow, the natural personality that is inherent in the Ticket's DNA.
Like a Dan, Donnie, Bob thing.
Yeah, and it's not because of the limitations of any one person. It's just that the chemistry wasn't right, and it never meshed. And I'm not saying that it will with me, but at least it's something different to try, right? And everybody is on board. Everybody is willing to try. And from the most part, I think P1s are willing to try. While they're bitter about losing
Danny
and
Mike.
You know, it's not like it's a fair trade because you're losing two really popular guys and you're getting a marginally popular guy. And so I don't know. Part of the equation is that they eliminated midday tickers because
I did not notice that. Is that really going on?
Ringenberg is doing Musers and Normandy, and then Ty is doing Hang Zone and the Hardline. Right. So they eliminated a position and a salary there. So I don't know how the math all works. I think they probably had to squeeze corporate for a few extra dollars.
Sure.
To make everything work with all of the shuffling that they did.
Yeah, but when you win the Marconi every freaking year.
Yeah, when you're the bell cow of the entire network, then you should be able to, make a request for a few extra dollars. So I don't know. I mean, I hate the way it happened.
There needed to be a bit of a shakeup there a little bit.
Yeah,
it was kind of getting a little. It needed to happen.
Yeah, well, and the way that it was done, every show, there was a shakeup. You know, Sean moved from morning tickers to Normandy producer. They changed out the ticker positions. They elevated Mino. They elevated Matt Birmingham. So you have new blood on every show.
Who's doing Soroy's thing?
Sean Bass.
Okay, that's right.
So you have new blood on every show, and you have younger, hungry people that have been added to every show that are in a new capacity and want to shine, want to prove themselves, want to make the ticket better. So not to say that there was complacency or stagnation, but it is just going to be a jolt of energy. And like you said, it sometimes an institution like the ticket needs a little bit of a shakeup to stay fresh. I don't know if I answered. Hopefully I answered all your questions. I don't know if I answered all the P1's questions, but
let's take some calls.
I'm trying to be as transparent as I can without speaking for anyone else and without talking about literal financials.
Yeah, stuff we don't know about.
Yeah. But circling back to the beginning of this whole thing,
this is our last show?
No. So I really did. I had two things when I met with Kat. I said, I don't want to be a producer, and I don't want to quit doing Htwow.
Did he even know what that is? Did he go, what's an Htwow? I'm just like, don't worry about it.
No, I mean, I don't think I said Htwow right off the bat, but I was like, I don't want to stop doing anything that I'm doing, because I have a lot. It's the gig economy. I have a lot of irons in the fire. I do a lot of different things. While the ticket will be my creative focus and the thing that I most look forward to, I have to make sure that I have enough time and energy to devote to other things as well. And I made sure that they were cool with that, and they said they were. So
it'll make the ticket thing better that you're not solely relying on the. You know what I mean? It's really like you're doing it for fun, even though you're getting paid. But still, you're really doing it.
It
for
really
fun.
is. It's something that I've dreamt of for. I mean, I used to call radio shows when I was in middle school. Mm-hmm. I used to dream about being on the radio. And so it is a dream come true. And it is, going back to the Rant Farm system, I've worked with Corby off and on for many, many years. And it's going to be fun to be able to work with him again. And it's going to be fun to forge a relationship with Bob and figure out how far I can push him.
Yeah, I bet Bob is really looking forward to it. I bet he is.
Yeah.
It's going to be a load off both of them.
Yeah, they both are looking forward to having another face to look at and another voice to contribute. So
that is a shock jock.
Yeah,
which is what
see.
you are.
I mean,
you're a shock jock.
I could we could be here a year from now, and I could be talking about how it didn't work out at all, and I got fired. And it's a good thing that I made sure I could keep doing H2Wow because that's the only thing I have left. Who knows?
Who knows?
But it's going to be a great adventure.
It's a great adventure. It's a fine line. Yeah. Well,
play us out, bro.
are you ready to play some NXS?
Yeah. By the way, don't forget, you can win a copy of Shabu Shaba?
I say Shabu Shaba.
Yeah. I think, you're right. You're right. You can win a copy of it by going to positivespin.com, positive with a Z, and entering an email address. And, you have a better chance of winning that than I initially thought that I had of getting a job at the ticket.
Shabu Shaba.
Shabu, Shaba, Shabu, Shaba.
That's almost more of like a Laverne and Shirley thing.
Shabu, Shaba,
Incorporated. We're gonna do it. Golly, I love that song. Taking any chance to take it.
I don't know that we'll talk anymore about Ticket on the After Dark because I think we covered it all. But if you want to subscribe to the After Dark, it's as little as $5 a month, and you can sign up at oldwaver.com and clicking on premium. Or
do you want me to play the song while you're saying all this?
Yeah, I was like, go ahead and crank it up.
I hit it with my thumb like 4 times and it's not starting.
Yeah, go to oldwaver.com and click on premium, or go to patreon.com and search Htwow. We're holding steady in the 60s. We got like 64, 65 patrons.
We need to jump some cans.
I know. We're still...
You're on the ticket now. We can bump this thing up to 100. Let's go.
Yeah, if we reach 100 patrons, then I am going to get on a mongoose and jump Toby's trash cans off of a homemade ramp.
Yeah. Could you imagine going in the day after that?
And then the testicle in my knee is going to explode.
They're just going to be like, what happened to you? And you're like, jump some trash cans.
Why does your face look like oatmeal?
Stupid thing that we did. And my knee ball busted.
Yeah, so let's all make that happen.
Mr. Garrison's knee ball.
Oh, man. Well, if this was your first time checking out Htwow, we hope to have you back. I don't know.
I'm going to make it all sound better.
Yeah. Cut out all of the horrible things, the horrible stammers and drunken flubs that I made. And let's pretend that I'm a professional broadcaster, because as of next week I will be.
I know, you will actually be a professional broadcaster.
Can you believe it?
Awesome. Man, this saxophone player's underrated, isn't he?
Is he a full-time member of the band?
Yeah, he was the redheaded guy.
Okay.
With the glasses. He also played guitar.
Okay.
There was the main guitar player that looks like... could be the dude in 1975, but he's a lot older. You remember that guy's look? Could have been in like an Hall & Oates.
Okay, yeah. Kirk Pengilly.
Yeah.
Rhythm guitar, lead guitar, saxophone, backing vocals. It's weird, like the timeline of band members. Like Michael Hutchins, his line ends in like 1995.
So terrible.
What happened there?
You know what happened?
Do you know the names of of the other singers that they tried to run in there after Michael Hutchence?
No, I don't know the names.
John Stevens from like 90 or from like 2000, 2004. Then J.D. Fortune from 2004 to 2011. And then Claren Gribben from 2011 to 2013. And then that's when they finally gave it up.
I think some singers you can throw someone in there. You're not replacing that dude.
No.
He is
Not only his presence, but his pipes.
He's what I think Jim Morrison was trying to be, but he wasn't good looking enough. And Michael Hutch, he is that guy.
Yeah.
So,
R.I.P., bro. R.I.P.
R.I.P. All right. Well,
see you next month.
good luck next week, Dave, on your thing.
And make plans to join us in August.
Are you going to have to start watching a lot of baseball and stuff?
Oh, God, I hope not.